Like it or not, revising is key to success in your exams. And like anything else, there are right ways and wrong ways to approach revision. In this Comics and Lit guide to how to revise like a pro, I'm going to share 12 tips that will turn your study routine from ineffectual to highly productive. I'll be using English literature topics for the examples in this video, but the techniques I will show you will work for any subject. So let's dive in. Step 1. Plan ahead. A common issue for students preparing for exams is becoming overwhelmed by the amount of topics in their subject. So before you start, lay out your learning targets for each subject. Think of it like plotting your study journey. Try to keep it to one page, and then you can check off the key knowledge once you have completed it. This will give you a sense of satisfaction that you are progressing towards being an expert. Step 2. Create a Zen study space. Create a tidy, stress-free space which is as free from distractions as possible. Before starting, think about the things which will interrupt your study, like social media messages, loud music, games, etc., and remove these from your study zone. Unless you need it for the lesson, turn your phone off, as it will more than likely cause unwanted distractions. If you can, use study books or a computer instead. Keep the space tidy and clean. Tidy space, tidy mind. Step 3. Take regular brain breaks. This is time management magic. Evidence suggests that our brains suffer cognitive overload from focusing for too long. This makes us less likely to remember and recall the information we're trying to learn. A good length of time for a revision session is about 40 minutes. Set a timer for yourself, then when you're finished, reward yourself with a 10-minute break. Message friends, chill with your pet, take a cup of tea. You've earned it. Step 4. Recall, recall, recall. Tons of research backs up the act of recall, which means remembering past information. It is incredibly effective for making sure stuff sticks in the brain. Start your session by choosing a topic, then writing down anything and everything that you can remember about it. Or spend 5 minutes testing yourself with quizzes or flashcards. This will not only help to embed information in your long-term memory, but it will also help you identify areas to focus on moving forward. Step 5. Engage, don't just read. Studies have also identified simply reading and highlighting as quite ineffective in helping to remember information. Instead, make sure you do something with the new information. Summaries can work, but try to write them as explanations of key knowledge, or put them on a flashcard to test yourself later. Write quiz questions for yourself, or connect what you're learning to things that you already know. When you're done, explain what you've learned to a friend or family member. If you can do it simply, you've cracked the code. Step 6. Mindmap magic. Mind mapping is a method of organizing information in a fun and visual way using both words and images. Not only do the pictures make it more visually appealing, but they actually help you recall information better. You can draw a mind map in loads of different ways, from spider diagrams to bullseyes to Venn diagrams, but keep the drawings simple. It's not an art lesson. Step 7. Team up. Team up to help keep yourself honest. Find a friend to study with. Choose a topic you will each work on. For example, one could study the theme of violence in Macbeth, the other the theme of ambition. You each spend 20 minutes researching and revising the topic before explaining to each other what you've learned. This way, the learning is social. You'll learn from each other's ideas and mistakes and have more fun in the process. Step 8. Past papers. There's no escaping it. Past exam papers are vital in terms of building confidence. Trust me, it's your secret weapon. Identify questions or topics that have tripped you up in the past and focus on answering them in timed practice. That way, you're training yourself to focus and ace it in your real exam. Many YouTubers and educational sites have walkthroughs of past papers, or why not ask your teacher to send you some old papers to work through? Either way, experience counts when it comes to exams. Step 9. Use video wisely. Why not harness the power of online tutorials? There are tons of educators and students, including yours truly, out there providing quality videos and walkthroughs on a huge range of topics. If you're struggling to understand something on your own, take 10 minutes and let an expert explain. But be careful. Same as just reading, you'll find you'll forget the information unless you do something with it. Take notes, write questions, pause, summarize, and practice what you're learning. And hey, why not record yourself explaining it? Future you will thank you. Step 10. Interleaving. Interleaving sounds complex, but it simply means to mix up your topics to keep that focus razor sharp. Again, a huge amount of research shows that we actually remember more when studying a range of topics in smaller chunks. So instead of spending 2 straight hours cramming for that maths exam, try doing 4 25-minute sessions on different topics. Your brain and memory will thank you. Step 11. Quizzing. When you're finishing up a session, write or voice record a quick quiz which you can use to test yourself at the beginning of the next session. Even the act of creating the quiz will help embed the information in your memory. It's the ultimate recall activity, and you'll be amazed at what sticks. And finally, step 12. Record and reflect. Revision plans can be unwieldy and often end up taking more time to make than they save you. Instead, keep a record of your studies, which you can come back to in later sessions to check your knowledge. This way, you're planning and checking your knowledge as you go. You could also add information like test scores or highlight areas you've struggled with. It's like growing a tree of visual information about what you've learned. So that's it for this video. You've armed yourself with valuable tools today, so go ahead and conquer your revision. If you found this video useful, let me know by liking and subscribing. Happy studying!